I have collected the craziest one-star attraction reviews from across New York City. And today I'm gonna see if they're real and if you should avoid these attractions. But there's one rule. After every spot, I'll leave an honest review and see if Yelp is lying. One place even denied a little girl from entering because she had a balloon. But first, could this be New York's worst-rated observation deck? Joe S. Pretty horrible experience. Your reservations get you in a 30-minute line. The top is packed so deep with people, you are only getting pictures if you are tall or push yourself in. Bathroom, impossible to find. There were literally no signs for the bathroom, and it was down an unmarked hallway. No signs for the bathroom, that's just New York's way of saying, hold it in. One of our tasks is we're gonna see, can we find the bathroom easily? Mark D. You have many great options for viewing platforms in NYC. This is not one of them. All of these venues are inherently corporate, but this one somehow manages to be the most corporate-y of the corporate experiences. It's on a junk tower, on top of a mall, with chains you can find anywhere, giving you a bad view through finger-smeared glass. Mark posted this photo, and I think through the finger-smeared glass, I spot New Jersey, the best view from New York. We're gonna get to the bottom of how bad these views really are. Mary S. Do not go. We came around 9:30 expecting to see pretty views of the city. We waited in a never-ending line for 1.5 hours just to get stuck at the top. It is now almost midnight, and we are nowhere close to getting down. Definition of a tourist trap. Wow. We're gonna time this thing. Sandra L. Oh my God, I wish I had read the bad reviews. Entry time is a disorganized mess. It has everyone storming the front gate and the staff yelling because there is no organized way to come in at your entry time. Once you get in, it is chaos until you get to the area where you show your ticket. After that, a long crowded wait. Stay away, never again. Storming the gate, really, is this a Florida Walmart on Black Friday or an observation deck? We're gonna see how much chaos it is to get in and out, and we're gonna see if the staff is as rude as she says.
As I entered one of America's most expensive malls and soaked in the holiday cheer, I couldn't help but wonder if we actually were going to spend hours waiting in line.
We're at the entrance. We are going to find out just how long it takes to get up there with this timer.
Clearing security and riding up the escalator to the 101st floor felt faster than TSA pre-check at the airport.
Approximately 8 minutes, 45 seconds from entrance to the 101st floor. That Yelp review, that's been busted. I really have to use the bathroom. Let's see if we can find it.
Go this way, turn left on your left.
Thank you. Oh, there's a sign. Yeah. That one, we're gonna say is busted.
At the observation deck, it looked like most people were enjoying the views, but Mark assured me they weren't, so I had to get a closer look to find out.
Whoa. That is not a bad view. That is the Empire State Building just looking right at us.
I then saw the strangest sight I've ever seen at a New York tourist attraction. Was there really a line to take a photo of our neighbor across the Hudson?
This is actually the most amazing thing for me because there is a line to take a picture with New Jersey behind you. That's right, the New Jersey Turnpike is the star of the show, not the Manhattan skyline. I may have to wait for that photo. I think the line's actually longer for the Jersey photo. This is crazy. I love it. How you guys liking the attraction?
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, obviously the view is incredible.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great.
Seems like most of the tourists here are happy. Granted, I've seen it way more crowded here before, but I think if you came right during Christmas, it might be a different story. But as far as I'm seeing, crowds, views, no complaints. You got Midtown Manhattan, you got Lower Manhattan, you got New Jersey, you got the Statue of Liberty. That is definitely busted right there. These views are incredible. Now, what makes this observation deck unique is that it has the angled plexiglass. No other observation deck in New York offers you this experience. Oh.
The view was cool, but I felt it was missing something. After thinking about it, I knew exactly what needed to be done. Now it's perfect. You're welcome, next person, probably Mark. Since I wasn't sure how to tell if the staff were yelling and rude to people, I decided there was only one way to find out.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good.
By saying hi to as many people as possible.
How are you? Hello. You can tell I've lived in New York too long when it is too awkward for me to say hi, how are you to strangers. How's it going? Good, how are you?
Sandra L. had a tough time getting out of here. I wonder if we will too.
All right, now we find out, is it chaos? Is it Walmart on Black Friday? Chaos to get out of here. No? Now we get out of here quick. Thank you. Take care. Piece of cake. Fear Edge. Blew away expectations. I was expecting crowds. I was wrong. I was expecting lines. I was wrong. I was expecting bad views of New Jersey. Good views of New Jersey. I guess you could work on the smudges on the windows a little bit, but I don't blame you. Great experience, would return, thank you.
Central Park draws us in, but what awaits at its zoo might shock you.
Could this be the worst rated zoo in America? Central Park Zoo. David S. This is a zoo. Good luck seeing any animals, unless you consider thousands of other tourists cramped elbow to elbow in this tiny space as animals, which you would be justified in doing, in part because many do not wear deodorant. Is there no capacity limit? We saw part of a bear's leg, I think, maybe an arm. We saw some beautiful but dirty swans eating from a grain dish, but they were pretty quickly chased away by giant rats who ate the swan food. I suppose this is a zoo in the prerogative sense. Wait, is this what it's supposed to be? Is this some kind of a sarcastic art installation? And there's actually rats in this photo that he posted. And I thought the New York City subways were bad. We are gonna see how many rats we run into inside. Sarah W. Now I understand why Alex the lion wanted to leave to the San Diego Zoo, but seriously, this zoo is lackluster at best. The name is what keeps people coming because the zoo is lacking one important thing: animals. Okay, she had to bring up Alex the lion. We're gonna see how many animals we find inside of a zoo. George K. The zoo features a cafe which is primarily full of heart attack specials, some 1950s relics from before the time anyone heard of eating healthy. Things are deep fat fried with such a thick layer of breading you cannot even tell what you're looking at. You don't have to have any training in nutrition to tell you that you will eat horribly unhealthily if you choose to eat there. We are definitely visiting this 1950s era cafe because that actually sounds good. We're gonna see what kind of food they have here. Ebony V. Terrible experience. Came here for my daughter's birthday week and was told we couldn't go inside the children's zoo because she had a balloon. It's not a petting zoo. Everything is behind enclosures. She's 1 year old. Come on, seriously shaking my head. Worst experience ever. Never coming back for that one thing. All right, on the surface, the balloon thing sounds a little crazy. You know what? Let's get a balloon. It's like a metaphor for my life. I am not going to disrespect this zoo when they put the rules right here that balloons are dangerous to the animals. So that's actually true. That review was true. No balloons for the animal safety.
Was this a bizarre omen of what was to come? A black squirrel runs into the pouch of a family stroller trying to hitch a ride out of Central Park.
And my first impression is, while it doesn't look huge, it is a beautiful zoo. This architecture, absolutely beautiful. So far, we have not seen a single animal yet.
Were Sarah W. and George K. onto something here?
I think I just saw, oh, there he is, oh. One animal. 1, 2, we got 2 animals. No rats so far. It was so strange to see reviews that were saying there are no animals at a zoo. It's like saying there's no food at a food court. Oh, I see, here they come. They're cute. And they are native New Yorkers apparently too. They get more street cred than me. I grew up in Jersey. Oh, whoa. Right, that is the last animal you would want wandering Central Park unescorted. Grizzly bear. There are so many penguins here that I thought this was fake. I actually, when I walked in, thought these were just mannequins, but they're everywhere. Look, they have like an underwater penguin live camera. It's like a penguin live stream. All right, so we have got 24 penguins. We've got, these are puffins, not to be confused with a cereal. 3 puffins I see. So we're at about 29 animals in 5 minutes. It's just chilling. That snow monkey's got the life, just hanging out all day. I have not seen a single rat yet, and I think from those photos, they would be up there. Let's see if the rats are still hanging out. Little update here. And we have found the spot where the rats were in the picture. It was right there by those sticks and the rocks. I'm looking, I don't see any rats. So while that may have been true that day, that has actually been debunked. How you enjoying the zoo?
Oh, fantastic, loving it, yeah. That's crazy. I just can't believe I've been watching your videos since decided we were coming to New York, you were the man to watch.
I appreciate it. How many stars would you give this?
Oh, well, 3.5.
3.5 stars, okay, that's fair, that's fair. I see it.
Inexpensive.
Yeah, it was like less than 20 bucks.
Yeah, it was like 15 bucks.
Yeah.
Well, random tourists seem to enjoy the zoo, but George almost had a heart attack at the cafe. That's serious, so of course we need to test that so future Georges feel safer at the zoo.
I can smell the grease in the air, okay? I smell it. Double cheeseburger and fries, pizza and pepperoni, pretzels. Uh-oh. They might be onto something. Wait, just when all hope was lost. Peanut butter and jelly on wheat, Black Forest ham and Munster. You can find healthy if you know where to look. I'm gonna say mostly debunked. All right, review of the Central Park Zoo. Lots of healthy and unhealthy options on the menu. More animals than expected. Good price. Nice and friendly tourists who wear deodorant. Reminded me of a Harry Potter movie. Would return. This Christmas attraction had 9 one-star reviews out of 12. This could be one of the world's worst rated Christmas attractions. Starting with Natasha R. I wish I read all the bad reviews before paying $140 for 3 people only to be very disappointed. Not worth it. This would have been disappointing even if it were a free experience. Also in our VIP package, we were supposed to receive Santa hats and they ran out on Christmas Eve and did not even bother to offer something else to compensate for this lacking of organization. No Santa hat on Christmas Eve. Is that even legal? We're gonna see if we get a Santa hat in there. Truth tea. Such a horrible experience. I went on Christmas. The food was bland and it was more like tapas. Customer service horrible. I mean horrible. We got seated and waited 20 minutes for someone to even greet us. We given no directions or instruction, just sat in a cabin that appeared to have clear windows to see the view of Brooklyn. Instead it was plexiglass that you can't see out of. Waitresses were all rude. Glass of wine, $15. You can only have 1 plastic cup of hot chocolate. Rink extremely small, ice synthetic. No Santa. First we got no Santa hat. Then we got no Santa. Then we got hot chocolate coming in a plastic cup. Merry Christmas. Our task. Are we gonna find Santa? And what's the hot chocolate and food situation like? I'm extremely disappointed with my experience, says Cindy B. I purchased the VIP experience for $3 and there was nothing VIP about it. It included the same exact thing a regular ticket holder had. We got a free watery hot chocolate, cheaply made Santa hats, access to the VIP lounge with absolutely no food, and to top it all off, my daughter saw Santa sitting at the bar, and lastly it was raining and you can't reschedule. At least Santa showed up for this one, although him sitting at the bar raises more questions for me than answers. We're gonna find out if Santa does indeed have a drinking problem.
This is watermarked Santa's Winter Wonderland, but that's a lie. It actually was Disney's The Santa Claus's Winter Wonderland, but it got a new sponsor and name. I wonder why. Oh, I expected a complete tourist trap, but then my weak bladder kicked in again, making me search for the facilities again.
Well, the first thing we've spotted is that the bathrooms are actually luxury porta potties, but there is a ribbon on the bathroom door, so you will be able to pee safely. Except it's not open. That sucks. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of this. False alarm. There's real bathrooms. I'll be right back, guys. It's way better than a porta potty, though. This is actually one of the most decked out holiday public restrooms I've ever seen.
The bathroom was quite festive, and after I bumped into 2 Dutch viewers who were also heading to the holiday experience, at least I wasn't alone in here anymore, and they left. We spent $50 a person to get seating inside a heated igloo, an entree, and complimentary Santa hats. I'm gonna lose it if I don't get the Santa hat.
I did not realize to get an alcoholic hot chocolate included in this, so she said we're getting the Santa hats, and we're gonna see if the hot chocolate comes in the plastic cups like they said. One part of the review I do agree with, like, yeah, we can see the Brooklyn Bridge, but the plexiglass, it's a little dirty, so I'm actually understanding where they're coming from with that. Like, I can kind of make it out. I wish it was clearer.
Santa hat achieved, sorry Natasha, and a spiked hot cocoa in hand. I felt like I knew everybody in the place already. Could this be the best spot so far?
Waiters have actually been pretty friendly, which I wasn't expecting based on the reviews we were reading, and this igloo is the perfect temperature. It's nice and toasty. We've got a fire outside. The vibes are good. I'm pleasantly surprised so far, but I don't know what's coming. All right, so the review did mention the plastic cup for the hot chocolate. That is correct. That was not a lie. I think this has rum in it. I asked for rum. Let's see. I'm feeling the rum. This hot chocolate, I don't love it. It's not Max Brenner quality or anything like that, but the fact that it's spiked with rum and it's included in the cost, I didn't think they would include the alcoholic hot chocolate in the admission. The fact that they did, and I'm not hating it, another step in the right direction for them.
I didn't think this could get any better, but then Santa made a grand entrance, debunking another review.
This is the 8-ounce beef brisket, short rib blend, cheddar, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, chipotle aioli, toasted brioche, fries on the side. All right, here goes. That's kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting much, really. I would have been very surprised if this was a great burger. It's exactly what I expected it would be. Gotta be honest, fries taste like cardboard.
The food was a letdown, but that wasn't a surprise. Who comes here for the food? I mean, look at these views, vibes, and experience. I'm definitely in the holiday spirit now.
All right, so we have an extra beverage on the house to give you. Let's go explore. You gotta check this place out. It was $50 per person and then an extra $26.88 in gratuity and tax. It's really not that much here. Unless you come for dinner or just go to the bar, it's very small. I have a question. What happened to these rims? Some very aggressive toddlers had their way with this, my theory.
With Santa in sight, there was just one lingering doubt. Was he actually drinking on the job? I needed to know.
I gotta ask, you're so close to the bar, you ever get tempted just to grab a drink?
How do you know I'm not having one now? How do you know there's nothing on my system?
I had to ask.
Hot chocolate, that's all.
Hot chocolate, all right.
But
That's what I
sometimes
thought.
they drop a little bit.
All right, why not?
Everything's good?
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
thank you. Take care. Santa's clean, Santa's clean.
Santa sounded like Joe Pesci and assured me that he was actually taking his job seriously today, but I bet this Santa knows how to get down on the weekends.
Did he say he has to do this? He's like, I got a court order, I have to be here.
I did not hear that.
Okay.
He said he has a court order?
He's like, this is fun, right? I got a court order to be here. I'm like, wait, did I hear that right?
I think Santa was kidding. That was probably the coolest Santa I've ever met in my entire life.
Santa is the best, takes his job seriously, only drinks after work. The views and vibes were nice. Staff put me in the holiday spirit. I wish the burger and fries were better, but the hot cocoa and Santa hat made up for it. Might return next season.
I'm glad they cut Disney out of the picture. I was not a Disney Santa. I was a Jersey Santa. Jersey Santa. Now that we've exposed the truth about one-star attraction reviews in New York, in this video, we find out if viral TikTok hype spots live up to it or not. Watch this next.